Testing the waters on unusual ground, the Department of Economic Development believes the answer to financing hurdle for entrepreneurs lies in capital markets. Banks have traditionally been the only vehicle available to entrepreneurs to access capital, but businesses still struggle to access finance. Gauteng MEC Lebogang Maile says it's now time to explore other ways.
This is also about mobilizing our people to be able to look at their own savings. For instance, the burial and stockfiles industries worth about 44 billion, but it's not easy for the people who invest in those burial and stockfiles schemes to access those monies for businesses, for instance. So we need to mobilize them to start thinking creatively and say perhaps a portion of that, and especially those who are running investment schemes, a portion of those could be invested into a stock exchange, to start a stock exchange in a township.
If successful, the township stock exchange will source funding from capital markets for SMEs and township enterprises. Industry players say the idea has merit.
The one point that really stuck with me was the sort of pool financing structures that were mentioned earlier. Just given the fact of scale is obviously a beneficial aspect when you're sort of listing securities, etc., and you're issuing bonds and stuff like that. So pooling the sort of different credit profiles of your smaller SMEs, those type of businesses, I think is definitely attractive and something that should be explored.
In order to create wealth, you need to have ownership, and one of the best mechanisms of owning something is a stock exchange or market. And I think within the townships where there is a need for wealth creation and people to have wealth, stock exchange is definitely the right thing, the right way to go.
I really do like the concept of a township exchange, because I think what it does is it actually will educate many of the people. Too many people are too apprehensive about the JSE. People think that the JSE is, just for the wealthy people. And the JSE has a very small retail component to its turnover. It's less than 10%.
Townships such as Soweto spend more than 1 billion rands a year, but less than 20% of this circulates in the township. Experts say creating an ecosystem will trap the money and force it to circulate within the township, ensuring growth. Seto, SABC News, Johannesburg.